All right, family, here are the most known ways to soothe a crying baby fast and why they actually work. All right. So, if you've ever held a crying baby and felt that wave of panic, the kind where you've already fed them, you don't change them, you don't burp them, and nothing is working, right? If that's how you've been feeling, then this is for you. Okay. Now, look, here's the truth: a crying baby isn't just loud, they are overwhelming sometimes. I mean, emotionally, mentally, and physically, right? And see, when you're a parent, and especially a new one, crying feels like a test that you're failing in real time. All right. So this video isn't about making the noise stop. Okay. This video is about understanding what's actually happening in the baby's body and how to calm it fast, safely, and effectively. Y'all with me? Okay. And y'all, if you're watching this and you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. All right. All I want to do is share as much knowledge and hope and motivation and positivity as I possibly can. Okay. Now, let's start with the most important thing that you guys need to understand. Crying is not behavior, it is biology. Okay? Babies don't cry to manipulate. Don't nobody want to manipulate you. They don't cry to test you. They know they're not crying because they spoil you. Okay? Babies cry because their nervous system is immature. Okay? A newborn's brain is still wiring itself. The part that handles calm and regulation and self-soothing, which is the prefrontal cortex, isn't fully online yet. Okay, so when stimulation, discomfort, or stress hits a certain threshold, their body goes into fight or flight mode. Okay, and crying is the only release valve that they have. So your goal shouldn't be to discipline. Okay, your goal should be regulation. Every soothing technique that works has one thing in common: it tells the baby's nervous system that it's safe. Now, with that foundation, let's talk about techniques, starting with number one, the forearm hold, aka the colic hold, or just the hold, right? Now, this one looks a little wild if you've never seen it, but it works, and it works shockingly well. All you do is lay the baby face down along your forearm. And now, no matter which side the baby's head ends up on, just make sure your hand is supporting that diaper area. Now, here's why this works: the gentle pressure on the abdomen helps gas move. Okay, the face down positioning reduces the startle reflex, and the firm contact mimics the containment of the womb. Right? Babies aren't meant to be all sprawled out early on. They calm faster when they feel contained. Hence the swaddle, right? Now, the hold technique combines pressure, warmth, and support, which are three major calming signals. Okay? And one important note: this is for soothing, not sleeping. Okay? Once the baby's calm, always return him or her to a safe sleep position. Got it? Cool. Number two, rhythmic walking. Not to be confused with rocking, which also works very well. Okay? See, most parents rock up and down, but babies respond better to forward motion. Why? Because movement signals safety at a primal level. Okay? Wherever they're crying at is an issue. If you move them, it feels like they're getting away from the issue. Okay? Now, in evolutionary terms, motion meant the caregiver was relocating the baby to a safer place, right? Stillness plus distress often meant danger, something hurting you and you just can't move. Woo, sorry for you. Now, couple things when you are walking a baby. All right, number one, walk slowly. Okay. Number two, have a steady pace. Number three, please minimize talking. All right, just allow your body to become the regulator. This is especially powerful when paired with dim lighting, right? Because bright lights plus crying equals a sensory overload for the baby. Okay, number three, loud humming or shushing. Yes, loud. Now, this surprises a lot of people because it surprised me. But soft humming or shushing often doesn't work. Firm, steady hum or shushing does. Why? Because the womb isn't quiet. Okay? You got blood flow, you got digestion, you got constant whooshing, right? If you were there for the ultrasounds, you heard it then. Studies show that to a baby, it's as loud as a vacuum cleaner, right? So a firm shh mimics that sound, all right? And that overrides crying by engaging the auditory system with a familiar frequency, okay? A key detail: start loud, then fade as the baby settles. This mirrors how stimulation decreases naturally. Got it? Cool. Number four, a temperature reset. Babies can get stuck in a crying loop. Did y'all know that? But so sometimes you don't need to necessarily solve the problem. You need to interrupt the loop. Okay. And one effective way, if you wrap your baby up all the time, is to unswaddle the baby for like 60 seconds to a minute, up to 2 minutes, right? And then re-swallow it. Okay. That quick temperature and sensation shift forces the nervous system to do an automatic reset. Okay. It's not about warmth, it's about change. All right. Number five, chest to chest regulation. All right. Just hold your baby upright against your chest. Let their cheek rest near your heart. Okay. Now, here's why this works. First off, the baby will sync their breath with yours. Ain't that cool? Second, your heartbeat provides rhythmic reassurance. Okay. And third, an upright posture reduces reflux discomfort. Okay. This is co regulation in its purest form. Okay. Your calm literally becomes their calm. My cheese, your cheese. Meat casa, soup casa around this mother. Number six, deep breaths. Okay. Now, I just found this out recently. And when I say it out loud, it kind of feels too simple, but it's powerful, y'all. Okay. Babies mirror physiology. If you're breathing fast, and shallow, then your baby's probably doing the same thing. So exaggerate. Slow inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth, right? Do it visibly. Babies pick up on rhythm before language. Your breath becomes the cue. Okay. This also helps you, which matters more than people admit because sometimes you need to calm your ass down too. Take some deep breaths. All right. Number seven, complete sensory reset. Okay. Not just a temperature recheck, a change of the entire environment. Okay. Because again, babies cry in feedback loops. The same, if it's in the same room, it was just crying in with the same lights and the same noise, the baby might cry again. Okay. Sometimes all it takes is new sensory input. Go outside, touch some grass, turn on a faucet, move to a darker room, right? Running water is particularly effective, okay? The sound and vibration closely resemble womb noise, which y'all see is a constant theme, okay? You're not distracting them, you're redirecting their nervous system, okay? Number eight, vibration. Think sitting on a yoga ball and bouncing slowly, or using a stroller on a smooth surface, or putting the baby in a car and driving around, okay? That always works for me. Why? Because vibration provides consistent sensory input without sharp changes. Okay, it's grounding, and this is especially helpful for babies with colic or reflux. Okay, number nine, pacifier timing, the strategic way. Okay, pacifiers aren't about dependency, at least they shouldn't be, right? They engage the suck reflex, which is deeply common for babies, right? Sucking lowers heart rate and reduces stress hormones. Now, use it strategically, okay? Do it after feeding or when baby wants comfort but don't necessarily want food, okay? If the pacifier falls out repeatedly, that's information, okay? The baby might need something else. All right. Number 10, belly massage clockwise, okay? Gentle belly massages can help trap gas, all right? Always massage clockwise because that's the direction of digestion, okay? Light pressure, warm hands, slow movements. Do not put your cold hands on that baby, all right? And don't rush it, all right? Babies feel intention through touch, okay? Number 11, realize that feeding is always about hunger. Now, this is a big one, okay? Sometimes babies want to feed or to suck for comfort, and not food, right? Sometimes babies cluster feed, which is basically when babies feed frequently over a short period of time. Okay. But cluster feeding, sometimes happens when the baby is about to sleep for a longer period of time, like how bears do before they go into hibernation, right? It also happens during growth spurts, and it's how babies signal mamas, to mama's body to make more milk, right? So fair warning, be cautious about trying to force feed the baby every time they're agitated. Because sometimes, your baby ain't always hungry. And then sometimes it might be and it starts feeding too fast, which can, during the stress make things worse. And it can increase discomfort, right? So if you are feeding the baby and notice that they're still a little agitated or crying, pause, maybe try to burp the baby and then reset. Got it? Okay. Number 12, the nothing rule or the nothing works rule. Okay. If you've tried everything or your baby is still crying, put them down safely, step away from 60 seconds and breathe. Relax your mind. Get your shit together. Okay? Because we all know how frustrating it can get, especially when it feels like nothing is working. Sometimes you just need a second. So please take it. Okay? This isn't abandonment, it's regulation. And a regulated parent calms a baby faster than an exhausted, frantic one. Okay? Now, why these methods work? Okay? All the effective soothing techniques do one or more of the following. Okay? Some reduce sensory overload. Some mimic the womb environment. Some activate the parasympathetic nervous system. Some provide predictable rhythm. Some offer containment and pressure. All of them, in some shape or form, make the body feel safe. And when the body feels safe, crying decreases. Okay? Got it? Cool. Now, here's what not to do. Don't overstimulate that baby with talking or bouncing too hard or bright lights. Don't you be jumping on no trampolines, okay? And don't switch techniques every 5 seconds. Give it some time. Also, don't assume crying equals hunger every single time, right? And last but not least, don't shame yourself when things don't seem to be working as quick as you like. Some babies just cry more. That doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, and it does not mean anything is wrong with your baby. Okay, so here's the most important truth: your baby isn't broken at all. Okay, you are not failing, and crying doesn't mean you miss something major. Sometimes your job is just to stay in comfort, hold, breathe, be there. That presence wires trust long before memories even exist. Okay, and one day, long after the crying stops, that trust becomes the foundation they stand on. Okay, hear me clearly on that. Now, if this helped you guys any type of way, right? If you got anything from this, save the video. Make sure you subscribe. Share it with somebody who's struggling. And remember, you don't calm babies by fixing them. You calm them by helping their bodies feel safe. All right? All right. I'll see y'all soon. Peace.